I know the division's like in this weird turmoil, but it's pretty exciting because you got a bunch of killers. Yuri versus Alex, such a fun fight. We just need Alex to get past Jan. If he can just get over that, we're going Sizzler. That division's going to be fun.
And now, Brandon Thiccc Schaub.
What is poppin', fam? Happy Monday, kiddos. Monday morning, July 17th. How was the weekend? Is it hot where you're at? Because it's smooth 105 here in the valley. That valley weather, baby. Yeah, man, just trying to stay cool in this heat. Feel like a freaking bearded dragon right now. It is toasty out there, fam. Hopefully you guys are staying cool. I was at Knott's Berry Farm on Sunday. When's the last time I went to Knott's Berry? Anybody in here? It's not a popular place amongst. It's not like a Disney or
it's
Universal.
for people that live in OC around that area. It's a cool place to go.
Yeah, it's only it's in between Long Beach and Huntington. It's about 30 minutes inland
Buena
there.
Park, yeah.
Not too bad from here, though. Like 40-minute drive if you want to go to a legit theme park. I don't think I posted. Oh, I posted pictures of the kiddos. But, oh, dude, I crushed at the Carnival Games. Crushed it. God, I crushed it. Just got all the toys for the kids. All the they call them stuffies. I mean, just dump this thing. Boom! You have to get to above 100 in order to win the biggest prize. Dude, 3 times on that thing. The basketball, dominate, the weird basketball thing, and then the baseball one. Look at T, just loaded them up. Boy, I was a freaking superstar at that Knott's Berry Carnival. They should make it illegal, man. I just get all the stuffies for the kids. They can't cost much. Those come straight from China. Probably cost them 50 cents. Kids were crunk though, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Knott's Berry. All my son's friends' parents are telling us how it's the new thing. Like they put a lot of money into it. They revamped it because I think somebody died at one of the things.
Really?
Yeah, one of they had like a water thing that would drop, and I think someone passed away from it. Oh. They knocked all that out, redid it. Dude, they have the best roller coaster I've been on. The Ghost Town roller coaster.
40-year-old dies in plunge at Knott's Berry Farm. So that sounds like the water ride, yeah.
You know, I think when that happened, they kind of revamped it, but I don't know, they put some money into it. They got a nice jam there, boysenberry jam. They make their own Knott's Berry jam for you kids out there. If you like jam, they got a nice jam going. A little different than Disneyland, but it's good for kids. It's good. It's better than the other theme parks because they got a lot of stuff to do for Boston. They got a lot of rides for them, and then Tiger's old enough to go on the roller coasters. And that Ghost Town roller coaster is the most legit roller coaster in California. I don't know what Six Flags got cooking. I don't know what they got brewing over there in Santa Clarita, but that Ghost Town roller coaster legit. I want to say Ghost Town roller coaster is also the one on Step by Step, the intro to Step by Step.
I don't think so.
Is that Six Flags?
But it's in a different state.
No, that's California. I thought.
Really?
Pretty sure. Well, that's where the show is supposedly take place, right? But it's TV, right? So it's not all
Colossus. Twisted Colossus. That does look like the one that's in Valencia, though.
Colossus is in Valencia, yeah. Click on it. That's Six Flags. Does it say where this one's at?
Steampunk District? No.
Yeah, Valencia.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
I think they kind of knocked it down or something, or maybe they just did another one, but yeah.
No, they still have it there. Step by step, day by day. Great show, man. Great show. TGIF Fridays, the show was lit. Tell you what wasn't lit is the card over the weekend. Let's get right into it. It was a downer for me across the board. And once my boy Terrence McKinney lost, that bummed me out. I watched the prelims, a lot of decisions, and then the first kind of stoppage came due to this girl's arm falling off. Nunes won via TKO injury. The way she defended the single leg kind of caused it, but whatever. Outside that, Our boy Jack Della had a fight on his hands. Got that newcomer. That newcomer is damn good.
Yeah.
There's so much talent out in the world, and that's different. When a guy takes a short notice fight, especially when he's coming from Brazil, these Brazilian killers, you got these Russian or Dagestani, Ukrainian, or where the hell they're from these days, Kyrgyzstan, they're problems, man. This kid was good. He's going to be a problem in the UFC. Jack had his hands full. Some people thought Jack lost the fight. I thought he won. I'm also biased as shit. I thought he won, though. But on short notice fight, this kid brought it. Really showed out. Definitely deserved deserves more.
Egyptian.
He's Egyptian?
I think so.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Born in Philly, though.
So he's American, but American Egyptian.
Damn, well, they got his net worth on there like that. He's got 50 grand. Come on, man. You guys don't know. May have some investments. That's just what he's worth in the fight game right now. That's his stock went up though, even though he lost. And then Holly Holm lost via ninja choke, second round. Holly's older, man. Holly's a lot older, so father time. She's 41.
I think 41, yeah.
Yeah. That's old, dude. For a fighter, So another main event for Holly Holm. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, the fight card wasn't great. This weekend's, I assume, is going to be a lot better because it's in England, and England always shows out. Whether you have all the names on the card or just a mediocre card. And I would say this one's kind of mediocre, even though the top billing goes to Tom Aspinall, who's back after the injury, to Curtis Blades. I think Tom Aspinall has world champion written all over him. If I had to bet on a guy in the heavyweight division, it'd be Tom Aspinall. The caveat there is you got homeboy, the Russian, Sergey Pavlovich, who's I don't know what they're gonna do with him. He's a fucking monster. Isn't he fighting homeboy?
Sergey
Isn't he fighting Cyril Gane next? Is that right?
Let me look.
That's a fight that I don't see Cyril Gane winning. I don't know who the fuck's gonna beat Pavlovich. See, that's April though.
It says after though. He was gonna wait for the winner between John and Stipe.
Yeah, this is old chin.
Let's see.
Pretty sure it's see if they announce it yet.
September. So this is from May. I don't know if it's official, but looks like they're
That's the rumblings, and that's what they should do. I don't see Cyril Gane winning that fight. I see Cyril Gane stay on the outside, landing a bunch of leg kicks, and eventually just getting knocked out cold by our boy, the Russian Pavlovich. He's a problem. He's the problem. He's the outlier. The heavyweight division could use a Tom Aspinall, who's probably the most athletic guy, not named Cyril Gane. But as far as his full game, he's better at everything. As far as a package, his striking's not as good as Cyril Gane's, but his MMA skill set is way better than Cyril Gane's, if that makes sense. Tom Aspinall is a freak on the feet, on the ground, athletically. He's probably the best full-rounded athlete the heavyweight division has. He just doesn't have that key win. And he thought he was going to get over Curtis Blades. If he beat Curtis Blades, he'd be fighting for a title. But that Curtis Blades obviously just blew his freaking knee out. So now he's back. He's facing Tybura in the O2 Arena in London. He's a big favorite for a reason. He should beat Tybura pretty easily. I don't think he beats Tybura and then gets a title shot because he's a minus 450 at heavyweight. That's massive. Massive. And you got Meatball doing the damn thing. She's going to win, especially in London. Should get it done. But I don't think Tom Aspinall can beat Tybura after this layoff that he's had with the knee injury, and then call for a title shot. There's gonna be a few more. I'd assume one or two more if he gets title shot. But the heavyweight division's not exactly stacked. And then also, Stipe John's coming up in November. I would assume Stipe retires after that fight in some weird world that we live in this MMA Real Housewives of mixed martial arts. If Stipe were to beat him, then you get a rematch clause there. Stipe would do it for the money. That's if he beat him, but I would assume John Jones takes care of business. Stipe retires, one of the best to ever do it. And then you have Sergey waiting in the wings. Curtis Blades just lost to Pavlovich. Tom Aspinall. So I'd assume, it's tough because Tom wins this one. Let's say Tom Aspinall wins this one. Curtis Blades coming off a loss. Stipe retires, so everyone bumps up. So you have Cyril Gane, Sergey there. Sergey's probably going to be the next in line. I mean, Tom would need at least one more win. You can't beat Tybura and get a title shot. You just can't. I mean, we've seen weirder shit. I assume Tom would have to get through a Cyril Gane even if he lost, or a Sergey, or even a Curtis Blades, even because we didn't get that fight. You'd have to do that to get a title shot. The pickings are slim, though. The heavyweight division's weird with John at the top, at the helm there. Cyril Gane got absolutely destroyed by Francis. Stipe retires. Curtis Blades got starched by Pavlovich. Tom Aspinall's kind of in this weird space. Let's take a little break from chatting your ear off because it is time. Take your shot at huge wins with my friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. You could win big with money lines, props, parlays, and so much more. Right now, new customers can score $150 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5 on anything. You got UFC Fight Night this weekend in London. You got Aspinall, big favorite. You got Molly the Meatball, big favorite. You got Paul Craig, Jai Herbert. You got Davey Grant. There's all sorts of fun bets you can make, and make sure you parlay those bad boys so you can earn extra cash. You also got MLB popping. It's past the All-Star break. So, man, are the Phillies going to get Ohtani? If they do, bet money on them. You got my Rockies. Never bet with them. Always bet against my Rockies. You got the Texas Rangers balling right now. You got what else? You got my Padres. That's my team, to be honest. You got the Padres. They're not great. They've lost 2 to Phillies. Dodgers always good. Point is, you got MLB you can bet on. You got UFC you can bet on. You got all sorts of fun ways to make money while watching your favorite sports with my friends at DraftKings. Again, you can score $150 in bonus bets instantly by betting just $5 on any game or fight you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SCHAUB, SCHAUB show. That's code SCHAUB only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE NY 467-369. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net in partnership with Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. All games regulated by West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit cccpg.org on behalf of Boot Hill Casino Resort, Kansas. 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com Sportsbook for details, state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms in sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms. If you're still listening, that's download DraftKings promo code SHOPSHOW. This episode of the Shop Show is also brought to you by my friends that make the best kratom on the planet. We talk about Happy Hippo. Happy Hippo. If you're willing to try kratom, you want to go out on the limb and try kratom. It's all the fuss and rage right now. If you want to try kratom, you can only do it from a source that you trust. I use their products. I asked them to be part of this show because I use their products. I trust them, and you guys can trust them. Trust me here. It's Happy Hippo Kratom. They have it all. You want to get stuff done, but you want that crazy high from an energy drink. You want that nice, balanced, good feeling, focused feeling. That's why my friends at Happy Hippo, they got kratom they got the shots for you. They got the powders. They got the gummies. They got it all. They even have freaking K-dips. Those are kratom dips. You know, I love my nicotine, but this is not nicotine. This is just kratom in dips called K-dips. Wintergreen, Razzle Dazzle. They're fantastic. There's so many ways to get good kratom now from Happy Hippo and save money when you use the promo code THICC23. That's happyhippo.com. Type in promo code THICC23, thick with 3 C's. You get 20% off for life from the best kratom on the planet. This kratom is my hidden gem. It's Happy Hippo Kratom or bust. Happyhippo.com, promo code THICC23. Can't be any weirder than frickin' the light heavyweight division with Jamahal Hill going on his YouTube channel. If you haven't watched it, it's a good watch. It's a tough watch. It's authentic. You can see it's the first time he kind of comes to terms with him rupturing his Achilles tendon while playing a UFC basketball celebrity game. and he realizes he's out for a hot second. Ruptured Achilles is no punk. It's going to take a hot second. Good for him for relinquishing the belt. Light heavyweight division's just, since John left and went to heavyweight, it's been a cursed division. It's been, it's been final destination for the light heavyweight division. They've had more relinquished titles than they've had title defenses. I think the last 3 belts have been relinquished. And then there's a bunch of injured guys. The top guys, you have Rakic, who's coming back, hopefully. You have Yuri, who's coming back, hopefully. Jamahal Hill's out for a hot second. Rakic's been out for a while. Yuri's been out for a hot second. Jan and Magomedov, Ankalev obviously went to a draw. You got Johnny Walker in the shadows there. And outside that, it gets a little dicey. Gets super dicey. So, if you had to pick, Jen, who's the light heavyweight champion at the end of this year?
If Yuri's healthy.
So have they announced that Alex Pereira and Jan are for the vacant?
Everyone's saying that should be the case, but they didn't announce it.
I think Luke Thomas. I thought Luke Thomas tweeted that that's what they were going to do. It's not confirmed yet.
No.
Because I think last I heard is both the agents of Jan and Alex Pereira said they haven't been notified yet.
Officials confirmed Jan Blachowicz, Alex Pereira won't be fighting for the title. That's 20 hours ago from Sportskeeda.
20 hours ago. So if UFC officials confirmed, I don't get why they wouldn't do it.
Let's see this one here. This is
why not?
UFC making Jan Blachowicz? No, it's a question mark.
I know the division's like in this weird turmoil, but it's pretty exciting because you got a bunch of killers. Yuri versus Alex, such a fun fight. We just need Alex to get past Jan. It's his toughest matchup besides Magomedov that there is. Magomed, I mean. By far the toughest matchup for him. If he can just get over that, we're going Sizzler. That division's going to be fun. Because Yuri, Alex is fun. Johnny Walker, Alex is fun. Rakic, Alex is fun.
Let's see.
Whoa, that's weird.
They said this
is a sponsored ad from the UFC. It says, bar owners, managers, fans are looking for where to watch UFC 291 on July 29th. Boost business, expand your customer base, host the event at your bar, attract fans who are more likely to order drinks, food, visit during non-event nights. With 2 title fights, the fan demand is ramping up. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, take my money. Jan versus Alex Pereira so it says with 2 title fights. Mm-hmm. So that puts Jan and Alex in there. So someone from the UFC leaked that.
Apparently,
it makes sense. Why wouldn't you do it? It adds more eyeballs to that pay-per-view at UFC 91. UFC official told me this is a typo.
That's Mike Bone from MMA Junkie.
It's also tough at their weight class to tell them instead of 3, it's 5. If they're a smaller weight class, I get it. With them, hey, fellas, I know you're big as shit, but you're going to go 25 minutes. That's tough. Yeah, listen, it's no hate on Jan. I love Jan. Jan's great. I just really want Alex to win. I think Alex can be champ. And the matchups are so fun. The light heavyweight division would be so much more fun with Alex Pereira as champion. Because Alex Pereira, once Jamahal Hill comes back, that's fun. Now, and this is no knock on Jamahal Hill either. I don't think he was going to defend the title very long. I think that thing rotates a while. The matchups are insane. Like, Yuri's just great at crazy. He's the best as far as crazy goes. He's the number 1 guy. He was the champ. Had to relinquish his belt due to injury. Magomed just beat it, dude. We can't have you.
Yeah,
you're bad for ratings. Beat it. Jan, you've had your chance, but you like to wrestle a little bit. You beat it. But if you have Rakic, you have Krylov, you got Johnny Walker, Anthony Smith, Ozdemir, Yuri. Come on, dude. Hill. It's the best division. If Magomed just gets out of there. I hate to do it to you,
Beat
dude.
it.
Beat it, nerd. But outside that, God, dog, you got some fun matchups. You got some fun matchups there, man. All right, Jim, what do you got?
All right, since
I can't wait for UFC 291. We will have a Calbass fight campaign for that, for UFC 291. That's 2 weekends from now, July 29th. Then August 5th, you have the original fight campaign crew doing a fight campaign for Corey Sandhagen's fight, and that's on JRE with Eddie Bravo, Brian Callen, and myself.
Oh, cool.
Yep. That's August 5th in Austin. That's also the Jake and Nate. Yep, that's right. Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. What's the rest of the card like?
Let's take a look.
Not great. That Jacoby Kennedy fight's really good. Mm-hmm. Billy Quarantillo's good one. OSP, Culibra. All right. Tatiana Suarez. Okay, card's kind of tasty. It's not pay-per-view. Said Nurmagomedov is on there. He's always great. Okay.
All right.
For a fight night, it's not bad. That's in Nashville. You know the bus when the boys in me front row promoting fucking Slap Fight League or some shit. Shout out to Will.
Yeah, shout out to Will. All right, we're talking about Jamahal Hill. So one of the things people were saying was that he might have injured himself as well because he was not in like peak condition. He was kind of overweight. So if you see this video, this is from June 14th. Check out his body real quick. Yeah. And then it doesn't show, so I took...
The boy's thick.
It is, yeah. Or he is thick. So I did like little screenshots and I added some more exposure so you see how big he is.
Yeah, he's a ton.
So out of camp, he gets pretty big.
Yeah, but not like a big swole, like healthy big.
No.
Like a out of shape big.
Yeah, the belly starts to get big.
Yeah, he's been celebrating champ. It's tough.
Good for him. So you mentioned the arm break.
So they said he did it during the basketball game.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the rumors, but the rumor came from like Damon Martin, who's a very trusted source in the media.
No,
so,
if they say it, and then also Anik said it this morning.
I'm pretty sure because that's the only.
That's where it happened.
Yeah.
That's not like some weird conspiracy. That's where it happened. Another DC and everybody saw it. So definitely happened there. Yeah, it's just it's a tough time in the light heavyweight division, and that sucks for Jamahal Hill, man. Because just about to start making money, like real money.
Yeah.
They take it from you. You can see he was pretty choked up about it.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I think he was crying. He was emotional.
Hell yeah, I'd cry.
Yeah. So this is the arm break you're talking about by Estela Nunez. She got taken down. You can see it here. It completely hyperextends. And then Dana White posted this. That's her x-ray, MRI. And then the elbow completely went out of its socket, but then it's back in place now.
Well, that's best case. She didn't break.
It's not broken, yeah.
That's weird to say. People say it broke. It didn't break.
I mean, because it went...
Yeah, it didn't break, though. Yeah, just out of socket. That's the best case for her. I mean, the ligaments. Do we know she tore ligaments or anything?
I don't know.
Oh,
bless you. And this one,
you know, I was thinking about this morning. My girl sneezed. She's like, "You didn't say bless you." I'm like, I don't like that. It bothered me since I was a kid.
So you don't like it when people say it to you, or you don't like?
I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. I don't like it. I don't like it. My dad says Gesundheit.
Oh my gosh, where does that even come from?
German. It's German.
For God bless you?
Yeah, Gesundheit. Excuse me? Are you German? Oh, you're not? Don't say that. My dad gets in town this week. I'll sneeze. Gesundheit. I'm like, please don't do that.
Yeah, God bless you. Interesting.
Means health. Oh, yeah, for the Jets. For the Jets. He's a stud, too. The D-tackle for the Jets. He's doing it. He's all, bless you. Thank you.
Like joking? Or he actually meant it?
No, like, it's just in his head. He's like, thank you.
So this was funny. It's
the
funny.
girl running?
Yeah, it's funny because the way that Daniel Cormier and just the panel were just laughing because they've never seen something like this before. So this is Chelsea Chandler running away from Norma Dumont after she got hit with some combos.
She's like, oh, hell no. Sprinting.
He said, that's like my mom chasing me with a belt.
I heard DC said if the cage door was open, she'd have just kept on running.
Was it DC or Dominic?
Dominic said that, yeah. If the cage door was open, she would probably just kept on running.
That was so funny.
But the girl took it in stride, too. Yes. She posted a thing going, the moment I realized I fucked up.
This is the moment where I realized I fucked up, yeah. And she said she was running. Initially, she said she was running to her corner to hear her coaches, but she was booking it. So,
this was funny.
Yeah, Michael Bisping said on his podcast that he heard that the purse for Francis Ngannou was going to be around $30 million. Jake Paul, someone said it's going to be like $8 million, but then Jake Paul reiterated that it's going to be eight figures.
Eight figures. Yeah, here's the thing, guys, and this happens in politics and all this fake news. when Francis is going against the game here. He's an outlier. So what he's doing, they don't want other fighters to mimic because it's not good for the overall business of the suits. So you're going to get a lot of fake news that's orchestrated by people in the business that try to make Francis look bad no matter what. So when this came out like 8 million, they see obviously the Dana nut suckers jump on like 8 million. The UFC offered him 8 million. What a dumbass. That's all planned. All that's planned to make Francis look stupid. And no, it wasn't a smart decision. He made a mistake. When you go against the machine comes for you. And that's what happens with this stuff. And then people just parrot it. And I get it. You know me, I'm ride or die for UFC. But you got to be careful, man, because what Francis is doing is beating the system. And whenever that happens, people will try to sabotage that. It's like, with Francis too, remember the thing came out, and I went over this with Callan on Firing the Kid. When it came out, it's an exhibition fight. It's not real. They got the deal done, but right away what came out, not a real boxing match. So already that suppresses what's going on. Oh, man, it's a gimmick. This is bullshit. So that suppresses that. And then people they don't look into it. They don't read headlines. They don't actually, all they do is read headlines. They don't actually take the time to see what's really going on. Well, who said that? Eddie Hearn? Well, why did Eddie Hearn leak that out? Well, this is his competition. He lost the fight. He couldn't get this stuff done. And he couldn't get a fight done with Francis and his guy. So then he's going to make this look bad. Also, Eddie Hearn's in cahoots with Dana. Well, you think Dana wants Francis to look good? No. So what can we do to try and ruin this thing? To try and just make it look bad? And the fan base picks up on it. 8 million, what a dumbass, right? So it's just their way of sabotaging Francis. Don't believe it. Francis, when I saw 8 million, I'm like, you guys are hilarious. Francis making way more money than that, way more. And it's this weird narrative too. Listen, again, I bleed UFC, but you guys, man, Francis won. He made the right choice. Let it go. Be happy for the guy. So one guy got out. So you got one Andy Dufresne, got out. All good, dude. We don't need to shit on him. Okay, well, because at first is what a dumbass signing with PFL. He'll never get the Tyson Fury fight. My whole stance on that is, if he's just fighting PFL, even though they're giving him everything he wanted, the gate, major 50% of the pay-per-view, whatever it is, there's no names there. If that was just the case, he just signed with PFL, I agree with you guys. Probably not the smartest choice. Probably should stay in the UFC. Caveat there is, none of this MMA stuff matters if he lands a Tyson Fury fight or Deontay Wilder fight or Anthony Joshua fight. It's all him leaving. It was all predicated on that. I've always said that. None of this MMA stuff matters. As long as he gets the Tyson Fury fight in the bag, fuck everything. Forget MMA. Whatever happens in PFL, I don't care if he fights a guy we've never heard of. Doesn't matter. He makes more money than he would ever make in a 10-year UFC PFL career in one night, no matter win, lose, or draw, how he does against Tyson Fury. That is the sign that he won. He got that. Francis has won. No matter how you feel about it, what do you think of the fight? If you just think it's an exhibition because you're a dumbass, all good. Francis won. Hands down, Francis won. Be careful because the machine's coming for him. They're trying to suppress everything he's doing. It's all good, guys. Francis won, made the right choice. So now it was Francis never going to get the Fury fight, fucked up fighting the PFL. Okay. Francis gets the Fury fight. Fight gets announced. Yeah, it's exhibition. We know it's not. But he's making $8 million. No, he's making way more than that. Okay, but still, that's stupid. What's he going to do in the PFL? All right. So it's just, they keep moving the post. Well, Francis messed up, but he achieves that. Well, okay, he got that, but Francis messed up. He achieves that. Okay, but Francis, he got those two, but this. Just be happy for the guy. What do you care, man? Don't you want to see a guy succeed? I don't get it. I don't get the hate on it. Just because he left the UFC and he won, which no one's ever really done. Not at this level. I'm just warning you. This won't be the first time they do this. Exhibition, not true. 8 million, not true. What's next? Get ready for it. Get ready for it. It's like a CNN or Fox. They just push all this fake shit at you. And then eventually like, oh, that fight's just bullshit. Look into it. Don't be a sheep. Good for Francis.
Definitely good. If it's 30 mil, that's incredible. So Daniel,
I'd say somewhere around 30 mil. Remember, it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you guys noticed. They have
all the money.
all the money. Literally all of them. All the richest people in the world are in the Middle East. They're not in Forbes top 100 because they pay not to be on. They don't want you to know how. They have unlimited amount of money. Francis fighting Saudi Arabia, it could not be any better for it. He's making all the money. All the money. Be happy for the guy.
Of course.
Little break, kiddos. This episode of the Schaub Show is brought to you by my friends at Onnit. Onnit has the best nootropic on the planet. You guys know this. Talking about Alpha Brain. They sold over 1 million bottles. I like the black label because it's the highly concentrated Alpha Brain, but they have Alpha Brain Instant, the Alpha Brain Ready Shot. They got it all for you. You get your money back guaranteed if you don't love it, but you're going to love it, so don't worry about that. Alpha Brain, the best nootropic on the planet, helps in mental processing. It's caffeine-free, helps with the flow state, promotes focus, supports memory. They got it all. You can also save on their best award-winning supplements. We're talking about protein powders, warrior bars, creatine, fish oils, multivitamins. We got it all. Workout kettlebells, club maces, streaming fitness, onnit.com/shop. 10% off everything, all your fitness goals. It's a thick boy summer, but not that thick. Let Onnit help you. It's onnit.com/shop, 10% off. Let's get back to the program.
So Daniel Cormier was pretty vocal. Like, he's a vocal critic of Francis leaving the UFC. He's like, you're not get opportunities like this. So after this happened, he's like,
be careful.
My bad. He goes,
Yeah, my bad.
I want to fumble the bag too. He completely did a 180. So that was pretty cool of him.
But also, again, I love DC. Who's DC work for?
Of course, he has to do something.
You got to defend. You think he's going to go on his DC and Ryan Clark and RC show and say Francis made the right decision? Like, no, dude, you're working for Mickey Mouse. And I love DC. Ryan Clark's my boy. I love Ryan Clark. That's my boy. But you can't expect a hot take on there when a guy goes against the UFC and wins for him to be like, yeah, good for him, man. On ESPN. On his podcast to say it, You be careful. When I worked for Showtime, I'd pitch you guys on Bellator. I had to be the face of defending McGregor. That's a paid gig, man. They pay you well. I get it. It's not selling out, just doing your job.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't like it.
So this fight between Fury and Francis, it's not going to be for the belt, which we all pretty much knew, right? But it will go on as official record, on their official record.
Yeah.
Pro fight.
Belts are all hearsay. Who gives a fuck? This could be for whatever belt you want. Belts I do not care about when it comes to this stuff, especially this type of stuff.
Yeah.
When a guy's from UFC, MMA,
one-offs.
This guy's from boxing. I don't need a belt. Tyson, let's say Fury knocks him out. Let's say Tyson knocks him out. Or let's say Francis knocks out Fury. You guys know who won. What do you give a fuck if he has a gold strap around his shoulder? With this stuff, who cares? But again, this is another way to knock this down. Yeah, it goes on their boxing record, which makes it a legit as fuck fight. It means that it's not an exhibition. So you have that there. It's not an exhibition. This is a real 10-round fucking fight in Saudi Arabia on October 28th. Legit as shit. So knock the exhibition down. All right, what else you got? Yeah, but it's a real fight, but there's no belts, so it doesn't count. The hits keep coming. The hits keep coming.
So this was from MMA Junkie. I heard people saying it's going to be 12 round, but MMA Junkie, that's the most recent report I saw was going to be a 10 round heavyweight boxing match.
That's how you know you can't be an exhibition. 10 rounds makes it legit. 12 rounds makes it super legit. If it was like 4, I'd have skeptical hip eyes. Like 4, but. Now, who does more pay-per-views? We got a lot of pushback when I said there's only one fight the UFC could make that would beat Fury versus Francis, and it was Zuckerberg versus Elon. Yeah. People got upset. They're like, you think Fury and Francis does more pay-per-views than Stipe and John? Yeah.
Wait,
there's a lot of pushback.
Elon okay.
Well, of course, Elon and of course that's why I said that. That's a no-brainer.
But Stipe John versus...
Does Stipe John, with the marketing of the UFC, do more pay-per-views than Francis Fury?
No.
Stipe and John doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
I don't think it does.
I mean, we don't know for a fact, but if I'm going to judge
nobody knows, but let's talk about it.
But I mean, people in boxing want to see this, even though I heard people in boxing don't like the fact
of course, they always say that.
But they're going to watch
then
it.
These bitches buy it.
And people in MMA want to see this. So I'm like, two big fan bases going to be watching.
All right, let's play devil's advocate here. Look at Francis' biggest pay-per-view. You bring up Francis' pay-per-views. He's never been a big pay-per-view star. That's one of the reasons UFC let him walk. So it says 500,000. Does it say 500,000
Yeah.
pay-per-view buys?
Yeah. Estimate.
And that's Stipe 1 or 2?
This should be 1. Oh, no, this 2.
And that would probably be his biggest one, right?
I would imagine.
Click on that Reddit. Next time you goofy folks want to write when the guy was at pay-per-view, the same opponent, same belt, Jones sold at least double the pay-per-views.
So that's against Cyril Gahn.
So UFC, so his last fight did 300 pay-per-view buys. 300,000. Jones, and that's obviously because of the Dana did this, but Jones, for whatever reason, got labeled as can't sell pay-per-views. That's not true in any facet. He always does. He doesn't do like Conor numbers or Brock, but they're always super solid, like big time solid. So Ngannou versus Gahn did 300,000 pay-per-view buys. And then Stipe 2 did 500,000. Point of all this is Francis has never been a huge pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get really big as a pay-per-view star. Think how long John's been fucking fighting. See, his Kane versus Ngannou on UFC on ESPN probably got a ton of views, but that was on ESPN. Dos Santos ESPN. So Rosenstruck, that you don't need to bring that up. That didn't do well. Stipe pay-per-view, Cyril Gahn pay-per-view.
Let me look at his UFC 220.
220
Yeah.
against
Stipe won.
350,000. Like not gangbuster numbers. Not bad, but you wouldn't label him as a pay-per-view star. So is Francis's star bigger now than it was when he beat Cyril Gahn?
He was in the headlines a lot. Then it started going away a little bit.
now it's
but
back.
now it's back. So I don't know.
But my only point there is he's never been a major pay-per-view outlier. So he's going to be one now?
But people that are saying that right now, like they know what's going to happen. None of us know what's going to happen.
No, that's why I'm going to tune in.
Yeah.
So, but this would be predicated on people that maybe didn't buy a Francis fight that are fans of the UFC. Now the intrigue is let's see what happens when they went by like a Cyril Gahn Francis or Stipe Francis. Now they're just overall curious what's going to happen. So you can assume he's bringing probably 500,000 to 600,000 buys himself. Fury's a beast.
Yeah.
Bring up Fury's pay-per-view numbers. Now, pay-per-view across the pond's a little different, but he brings numbers. That's the draw here.
So just these two right here. Fury Wilder 2 was 800,000. Fury Wilder 3 was 600,000 in US and around 300,000 overseas. So
it's almost a mil.
they're massive pay-per-views. Let's see this one here. Derek Chisora.
But Chisora's they're big overseas.
Yeah. 300,000 with Chisora.
Okay, not great.
But that's Chisora.
I know, but my point is
Chisora.
like
Yeah, when no
like
one's
Conor versus anybody does gangbuster numbers. Ronda versus anybody does gangbuster. Brock does gangbuster.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who that is.
Fury Chisora 3 made more than 500,000. Well, we'll see. And plus, this is the first.
Go down. Fury's top selling pay-per-views on your last article.
Yeah.
You were just there.
I know.
Yeah, click on that. You're
Can't
saying
click on
Klitschko 1.7. Then close second was reported at 1.2 million.
Wilder 1.
Yeah, but see, they combine the U.S. and the U.K.
Isn't that what they do with the UFC numbers too, though? I
Yeah.
imagine they would just do all
I would
the
assume,
totals.
yeah. So Fury's a big draw. So he's definitely the A side here.
Yeah, and
I would assume it does a mil.
I mean, I would assume too. And plus, this is the first time it's ever been like a real like lineal champions, right? He's a champion of boxing, and Francis Ngannou, he was champion.
Yeah,
He
this is the
lose it.
first time you have like a guy who's
From this side and this side.
greatest knockout artist in the UFC, who was champion, left, fighting the pound for pound, undefeated best boxer in the world. They're both heavyweights.
Heavyweights, yeah.
And it's different than like a McGregor Floyd, even though both those guys are way more famous. This is more competitive. I would, and theirs did massive pay-per-view numbers, but it's Conor and Floyd. Yeah, no, yeah. I would assume if this doesn't do a million, it's a failure. You would assume it does 2, right? 2 mil.
I said a mil.
Guaranteed. Mil.
Yeah, mil. Maybe 1.5 at most, I think. I don't know about 2 mil.
You don't think 2 mil?
No.
I think it does 2 mil.
1.8 and 2 is not out of the question.
I think 2. Yeah, now we're looking at the numbers, and you think what Floyd and Conor did, even though you had the UFC machine behind that. Yeah, France isn't the best at talking shit, but you don't need him. It's kind of like a Drago versus Rocky type of thing. Just the Gypsy's the American Rocky in this.
I didn't really. Oh, McGregor Mayweather's
2.4.
what? So Pacquiao Mayweather says 4.6 buy rate,
Yeah.
and then McGregor Mayweather says 4.3.
If you talk to Chael Sonnen, he says Mayweather Pacquiao didn't even close to that. Neither did Mayweather McGregor. Because there's also no way to check these. Like
Yeah, I don't know how this is even.
But
done.
listen, those are the biggest pay-per-views. No matter, even the numbers cut in half, whatever. Yeah, you would assume it does 2 mil, right?
You guys do.
You think it does a mil?
I think a 1.5 is a good number.
I think it has the potential to.
Yeah, definitely potential.
Tell Georgie to put up a poll. Does Francis versus Fury over under 2 million buys?
Good.
What else you got, Jen? I think it should hit. If it doesn't do 1 million, this thing was a complete waste. If it does like 400,000, which is
Don't know, dude. That would be horrific. Even though that's a good number for like a fight, that's just
awful for that.
terrible, yeah.
For that, and as much as Saudi Arabia's paying now, granted, they don't give a flying shit about money out there because they have so much money coming out their anuses. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see what happens.
I'm with Case on this. I think it does I'll say between 1.6 and 2 million.
That'd be great if it does.
Yeah. And Francis gets 1.6 and he pay-per-view, growing sizzler.
He's already going to Sizzler too.
And now Chael was saying that Fury's a piece of shit and a scumbag for taking this fight. You know, he's a bully. Hey, Chael. No, Francis is winning, dude. Even if he gets knocked down in the first round, the amount of money
Yeah, he
gives
gave
a
him
shit.
this amazing.
Also, if I'm Fury, it's like, hold on. So I can fight Usyk. I know the boxing world wants to. I can fight Usyk, who's a tough fucking night in the office, or I can make probably more money fighting France, a guy who's not a boxer, and it's a massive fight, and he looks scary. Why don't I do both? Why don't I go fight Francis and Usyk isn't going anywhere because I'm the A side. So if all I care about is money and my legacy, I'm going to take out the scariest guy coming out of the UFC. I'm going to take him out, and then I'll jump over and take out Usyk, and then ride off into the sunset. Figure it out.
Also, though, like, not a boxer. Look at what Francis did to Overing.
Yeah.
One shot, like, I don't care, boxer, not a boxer.
That shot lands on anybody. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
That's why this fight is more intriguing than Conor versus Floyd. Way more intriguing because Conor, he's still a small dude, man. He doesn't have that one-shot knockout power, the best defensive boxer of all time. Even he landed that uppercut. Francis lands that uppercut. This thing's over. That's why it does 2 million buys, Jake.
Yeah, and also to your point, Alistair was basically the best striker in heavyweight,
Hands
yeah,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Most
argument.
accomplished.
No argument. Yeah.
But there were kicks too. But hey. All right,
What
so
else
this
you
is
got?
pretty cool. Depending on who you are, but Jake Paul landed the cover of Sports Illustrated, and him and Dana
Better
White.
than the fat girls they put on Sports Illustrated now.
So he even
Bar's
said
pretty low.
he said people are going to hate on it for sure, but he's like, hey,
Of course, but that's Jake Paul. Anything he does, they hate on. Welcome to the party, Jake.
because he's so brand new to boxing.
Yeah, but it's dope. What he's doing for boxing, he deserves to be on the cover. Who else are you going to put on? I mean, you can put on Francis. What Francis is doing is more groundbreaking than anything right now.
Yeah, it's never been done, right? So this is apparently leaked footage of Nate Diaz sparring a 30-1 pro boxer, and this is like a month ago. So I wanted you to see how his sparring looks.
Which one's Nate? In black?
He's the one with the white shirt, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, white shirt.
Nate Diaz é o de branco. O atleta de camisa preta, luva branca,
Ooh,
ele é ruim, nunca lutou.
this guy's 30-1, and Nate's just walking him down?
Hoje, ele
Pause it. I've seen enough. Yeah, he looks good. People are like, he looks so slow. I saw those comments. He's slow as molasses, whatever. Here's the other thing. We don't know what round that is, what part of sparring that is. We don't know if he's been in there with 6 fresh bodies and this guy jumps in. We don't know if this is the 8th sparring round. We don't know if this is the 12th sparring round. We don't know. Either way, I don't need to know. He looks pretty fucking good. Jake, and if he's taking, that guy's 30-1. So, and he's walking him down, which is gonna be a problem for Jake with that pressure. Like I'm telling you, man, if Nate respects Jake, like I think he will, if he respects him and takes it serious, Jake could be in some trouble, man. The problem is Jake just hits hard as shit and he's quick early on. But as that the longer that fight goes, the better for Nate.
And Nate's durability is like insane. So yeah, it's gonna be cool to watch that fight.
So, but online people are hating on Nate, right? Like he looks so slow. I'm like, I didn't see that here. I see a Nate putting in some work against a 31 guy, also landing some great body work. Went to the head and just walking him down like goddamn Terminator. If you're a Jake fan, you should be alarmed by this.
Indeed. So this sucks. Walt Harris, who's been through, that crazy thing where his daughter was
Horrible.
Yeah. So he was supposed to fight on this last card, but then he got popped by USADA. And he says it was something that a supplement he's been using for a long time. He never got it checked, which he feels stupid about, but it'll get cleared away soon and he'll get back to fighting. But he did get popped by USADA.
And they pulled him, right?
Yeah.
All good shit happens.
Yeah.
USADA only catches guys like this, though. Name the last big person USADA's got. Very suspect.
Yeah. I'm not going to go too much into this one, but just the whole the deal with Chael Sonnen and the hotel thing, it's over now.
Yeah, I talked to Chael over the weekend.
Cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It's a relief. I hope Chael tells the full story. There's a reason I defended him.
I hear you. So the ESPYs happened, and John Jones won UFC Fighter of the Year.
I thought Jamal Murray should win it too, right? Because
Jamal Murray.
Murray won.
That's the comeback.
Shout out to the Nuggets.
Yeah.
My boy Jamal Murray. Really, that award should go to Jokic because he makes Jamal Murray. Whatever. Jamal Murray hit some big shots. He's Canadian. So we forgive him. But he won comeback
athlete
of the year. John Jones won comeback UFC Fighter of the Year.
Best UFC fighter.
Oh, best UFC fighter. Interesting.
Best UFC fighter.
Oh, over Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Best comeback. You had the easiest match of your career. Choked you out in 30 seconds. Looked out of shape at heavyweight. Okay.
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. I like it.
It was actually just Leon Edwards, Islam Makhachev, and Amanda Nunes.
Volkanovski's not on the best.
Oh, I wonder if it's. I don't know why.
He lost to Makhachev. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I could see it, man. I don't know how you give John the best. Who is it? Fan votes?
How does the ESPYs work? I don't even know.
I don't know. My boy Pat McAfee crushed it hosting it though. Supposed to be Kevin Hart, then he didn't do it because of the writer strike. Because he's standing with the writers who write for the ESPYs.
Yeah, it's fans. Awards were chosen only.
Clearly, they didn't open the vote to Russia. Because Makhachev would have won that bitch. I mean, I get it, what John did, sitting out and then jumping in, heavyweight champ, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't like it. Some doesn't fit right. Some doesn't sit right with me. Give that over Makhachev. What the guys Makhachev's beat?
Yeah, and then I still think Volkanovski won that fight, but who cares?
I think Volkanovski should have won best UFC fighter of the year. Comeback athlete, Jamal Murray should definitely get it. Sat out, and then he's a superstar in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this one is just a report that, a lot of people are saying it, including here that there's rumors of Ronda Rousey returning.
I'm telling you, I got it from a legit source.
Well, there you go. But apparently, according to Ariel Helwani, said that she's not considering a comeback. That's what he's told. And he goes,
Ronda Rousey not considering a UFC comeback. I'm told no truth. The rumor started today or yesterday. I heard otherwise. I'm not a journalist. I don't do any source checking.
Stuff, huh?
I hear from a legit source. But
let's see what happens.
Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? Be fun if she did, is all I'm saying.
So normally we wouldn't cover this, but this is on every big MMA media website.
Oh, the hot girl showed her tits and kissed the other girl?
Yes. So this is the kiss, first of all. This is before the fight happened.
So you got to do it properly.
And then she was actually going in for a real kiss. And this girl, Amber O'Donnell, she's I don't know. The other ones, okay. Whitney Johns, I found out later. So she's an OnlyFans person, but she's also, wait, I'm not sure she's OnlyFans, but she's Chris Camozzi's girl.
Oh, nice.
I found out, yeah.
Shout out to Chris Camozzi. Doing well, huh?
And then this is Amber.
Yeah, she's an OnlyFans girl.
I think so. I don't know.
No, she is.
I know one of them. There's definitely some OnlyFans.
She's
models in that
OnlyFans
thing.
for sure.
And then this is
She's cool.
Whitney Johns, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing all right.
She's doing all right. And then, yeah, so the other girl, which is, this one for sure is an OnlyFans model, the Daniela Hemsley. She flashed her boobs during this Kingpin boxing event. And then, of course, Eddie Hearn was like, this is terrible for boxing.
Yeah, it's not great. There's a lane for it, but the real boxing fans probably aren't tuning into this, but...
Yeah, but apparently, according to him even, it says it does great numbers and it's entertainment, but it's not, obviously it's nothing like close to boxing.
It's different. You don't think people realize that?
Let's go here real quick. So George St. Pierre announced, that's like last week or so, that he's going to do a jiu-jitsu tournament for the UFC Fight Pass International or Invitational. And he said the one guy he will not go against is Gordon Ryan.
Yeah.
Right?
Shit, a time of nuts.
But he's looking to do something with maybe...
one of the Diaz bros?
Yeah. Nate, Anderson, Connor, which I don't... Carlos Condit, Damian Maia, or Khabib. People that are in MMA that were good on ground. And
Khabib would be fucking awesome. Khabib would be awesome. My vote's Khabib number 1 and then Anderson Silva. Because we never got the Anderson GSP fight.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Damian would still take GSP?
Yes.
This I thought was interesting. This is Ian Gary because he's going to fight Jeff Neal. And then he made this shirt because Jeff Neal, we talked about it way back. He got arrested for a DWI. So
These kids, man.
I know.
They're such savages.
I'll just play this for you.
It's your guys' idea. I just fall in love with it. Like, sweet. I mean, that's genius. That one. I like this one.
Like this, no bigger. And I'd love to have a little bit of writing outside of the photo as well.
Is that his girl?
I know, it's funny as fuck.
You in?
Yeah.
You in?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Good to see you guys again.
It's fucking awesome. Oh my dear Jesus Christ, dude. It's so good. We are disruptive as fuck. He's gonna hate us. We were at the shoe store, and Leila was looking at all the t-shirts, and she's like, oh, there has to be something of him covered blood or something. And then Harrison goes, why don't we do a mug shot? I'm like, all right, let's do it. That is the finished product.
That's awesome.
This mugshot was just for a DUI.
A mugshot of Jeff Neal, and then it says the future, which is Ian Gary's.
Interesting.
Nickname.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Gary's a
And then,
character.
dude, I think Jeff Neal responded like, that's going way too far, but it builds up the fight.
These kids are savages these
Yeah.
days.
That's
I don't-
so fucked
That
up.
stuff you didn't touch. In my day, you didn't touch that stuff. But these kids, man, nothing's, off limits.
And I looked into it to see what he was arrested for. Obviously, when I saw this, so I'm sure a lot of people are doing the same thing. But apparently, he was, DWI. Obviously, it was like Thanksgiving. He drank, and then he had a gun in his car. But then he got a gun charge as well. Because if you get pulled over and you're doing something like DWI,
In Texas?
In Texas. So if you're committed or you're charged with a crime and you have a gun, even though it's licensed, it's your gun, you still get charged for that too.
He's moved on from it. And now we're
But now it's
talking
back
about
up, yeah.
poor fucking
Sucks.
Neil.
Okay, so Triller. Remember when Holyfield fought Belfort and Trump was there?
Yes.
Guess how much they paid Trump if you could take a wild
$3
guess?
million.
Fucking very close.
How much?
2.5.
Yeah.
Just to do that little gig.
You think how many people tuned in? It's Donald Trump. More people tuned in to hear Donald Trump talk than Holyfield fight Belfort. That's why they did it.
Very sad. So Dan Hooker, remember he broke his wrist?
Bro, I saw this picture on Instagram. Dude, whoever did his surgery is the same doc that did mine. It looks like earthworms. There's better surgeons out there,
That
bro.
looks so crazy, I know.
It's horrible work. It like my shit is this. He got done. I went, how'd it go? He goes, tried my best. I went, the fuck? I don't like it. I don't like it, man.
Mine was like You can't even see anything. It's just bald.
No, I
but
can
they
see
did it
from
really
there.
well.
No, you got a scar, bud.
No, it doesn't go stick out though. You know.
Yeah, it's not all bumpy like an
yeah.
earthworm. Like he has a giant centipede on his arm now.
Yeah, so I'm glad I got my.
There's better work than that, dude. I don't know who did that.
All right, here's a quick one. This is somewhere in New York, I believe. This is an MMA fight, and then this guy got a DQ because his cup kept falling out.
It was because he has a big dick, though?
No, it's just bad placement of the cup or just wrong size.
The white guy or black guy?
Black guy.
Right,
You'll see
that
it.
big old thing.
And the black guy's doing pretty good too until it fell down. And then he puts it in himself right there.
He probably just has regular tights and then just put the cup in there. Why not just fight without a cup, dude?
I think it's illegal, right?
You can get away with it. Like you can fake it like this.
Falls out again.
He gets DQ'd.
Yep.
DQ'd for having a giant dick.
And then people are blaming the fighter, but then B. Harry Mack is saying that it's probably his manager that messed up getting the cup fitting or something. I don't know.
It takes some accountability, dude.
I don't know.
She got that big dick.
So cups, I thought had a strap. It would actually goes.
No,
into your
sometimes
shorts.
you can buy like the compression shorts and it has the cup socket in there and you slide it into there. I bet he just had tights on. I was like, yeah, he can just put on. It's gonna stay. You know, just fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why he has this big old panther tail that can't.
It keeps pushing it out.
Yeah, it's like pushing it out. Like get it out of here. Can't contain that thing.
So Wanderlei Silva is going to return to fighting. He's going to be boxing in November against a bodybuilder, pretty famous bodybuilder, I think in Brazil. That's him right there.
He's jacked.
Super jacked, and he has like
Is USADA running this?
4.7. I highly doubt anyone's going to be testing.
Yeah, nor should they.
Do you remember Philip DeFries in the UFC?
Oh yeah.
A great submission guy. I didn't know this, but he's been killing it in KSW. He just recently got a submission choke on this
He beat
dude.
somebody else too. I think he beat my boy McSweeney recently too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil DeFries is choking bitches out.
And do you remember how he used to look? He used to look like this, like a little baby face kind of dude.
Yeah.
But now, hold on a sec.
It's just like your average Joe. Damn, now he shaved the head.
Yeah, shaved head. He's giant.
Just tapping bitches. Good for him. Resurgence in a career, man.
Yeah. Damn, this thing sucks. Okay, there he is. He's a big man now.
Yeah, got a bunch of tattoos, put on some weight. Good for him, man.
And he's like 8 or 9-0. Or as far as defending,
well,
or
as soon the
defending his
UFC
title.
signs him now. They need the help. That's dope.
Well, I mean, hopefully he's not on sauce or anything.
Who cares?
And here's the last one. Just a quick one. I guess the pound for pound rankings they changed now. And
Folks, number one.
So Volk and John, I guess they do this now tied. They put a T. They're both pound for pound, which makes not much sense.
Zero sense. Yeah, all those pound for pound are up for debate. That's cool though.
Yep.
That's it, brother.
That's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the fights in London O2 Arena. The savior for London MMA, your boy Tom Aspinall, is fighting this weekend. You guys know who he is. I don't have to fill you in on him. Molly the Meatball's fighting. You got Paul Craig doing the damn thing. Jai Herbert. Murphy's fighting. Davey Grant. Danny Roberts. It's a fun card. It's England, so you know it's going to be lit, so worth a watch. That goes down Saturday, I think, noon our time, right?
Yep, PST.
I'll be tuning in. Outside that, few housekeeping notes for you. We just add a bunch more dates to the tour. Did you have fun? Did you have fun, though? Right? Did you have fun? Schaub and Friends is at the Ice House July 28th. We'll have a killer lineup with some special guests. One show only at 8 p.m. I think it's a Saturday night, July 28th. Yeah, because the 29th is a UFC. So July 28th is Friday night. Schaub and Friends, the Pasadena Ice House, one show only. And then official tour starts in August 11th in Phoenix. One night only, 2 shows at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona. Come get some Phoenix. Then I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, August 16th. That's a Wednesday night, August 16th, Omaha, Nebraska. Kansas City, Missouri's August 17th. That's a Thursday. Then Liberty Township, Ohio, August 30th. Columbus, Ohio, August 31st. Spokane, Washington, September 21st through the 23rd. We got a bunch of other dates coming out too. We got a bunch of announcements coming out. So stay tuned on my Instagram, Twitter, all that other shenanigans. All right, tickets at thickboy.com. But Phoenix, you're up first, August 11th. See you guys soon. Then Omaha, Kansas City. All right, love you guys. Be nice to each other. Stay cool out there, kiddos. See you next week.